Esports, the reigning champions in a Gamers Galaxy Dubai, taking on Polaris Esports. We've got a best of 5. Chocolate can be no good. So, I mean, Xavier's? Hey, sir. These are 5 heroes on Boom that are entering your jungle, and I tell you what, this is not a position you want to be in. We'll get some distance off the back of the Avalanche. The axes from afar, and FBZ finds first blood.
Usages if you can. He made sure to hold on to one. Now he's got the second one available as well. It just came off cooldown. That's why he's being a little bit more aggressive in the lane. See if he gets punished for this though. He's only got the one left.
A lot of damage with that scatter blast. Jackie's gonna have another stun up shortly as well, but Force is able to duck into the tree line. So Jackie's gonna turn to beat onto Xavier's instead. Tim's is not playing with too much mana at the moment. Xavier's trying to get out of harm's way, but the drag back thanks to the reality rift.
And he's very well allowed to just use that Rolling Thunder in that situation, right? Because who is he actually going to kill around the map? Like, who do you want to kill? Getting that farm is far more important because, as we've been saying, the most important timing right now...
Are they going to go for the kill? You bet they are. Lelouch with a shield crash under the tower is enough damage to get rid of Tim's on the stat file. It is down bottom to Bristleback.
Polaris though up top, they just got this exorcism available. Like I was saying, as long as they've got that Rolling Thunder available.
It's a lot of damage from Europash. Look at all the magic damage, and that is a big kill for them to find to slow down Natsumi's game.
I don't know if you need the Exo. Oh, actually, he's going to go down here to try and defend it on his own a little bit here. I mean, you've got the Keeper of the Light just standing towards the north side there, so Force might be...
respect. See the nice use of the scatter. He's going to push Force in an awkward position for the moment. Yopaj needs another blast as well, but they don't push him into the Illuminate. The Exo, oh, they get the kill. FBZ finds the damage to kill off Force. And now Skem's going to be here as well to slow down AU, so they should be able to chain this into a second kill. And this is big on Polaris. Not only do you find the tower soon afterwards, FBZ will be able to TP out. Lelouch try and dash himself to the northern side. They know he TP'd down, so he's going to be relying on the swashbuckler to get out.
Hadouken ends up whipping onto his butt, but he should be able to get away, although that... oh, TP just a little bit... Oh! Yofa, oh, the slow! Nice. It was a big move that you made for not too much gain, and look at what it meant as well. Yopaj has just taken over the top of the network.
Force, he's going to be in some trouble. A cookie in, Yopaj will provide the damage, even Jackie's going to get involved as well. And I like this call from Boom because they have an observer ward around the T1 tower top who was able to scout the Bristleback TPing in. They need to get a kill onto an easy target to get that Spirit Vessel charge, and then maybe you can get more of a valuable kill onto, say, like the Bristleback or the Death Prophet. No, mid lane, speaking about the Bristleback, they've got the Roar to the Mortimer Kiss. It's Natsumi taking the brunt of the damage at the moment. That's going to be enough to get rid of the position 1. And now with the Rolling Thunder doesn't really cut the fight into half enough, so they're going to be able to push on forward for more as Jackie gets rid of another. Meanwhile, towards the triangle, Yopaj has plenty of burst damage to find AU as well.
Now plenty of Spirit Vessel charges as well. Potentially. I mean, they have a really swarmy style of lineup, so plenty of auras that are going to be able to back him up here. He's been in a very good early game, Lelouch. That fight, I feel like he was going for kills as opposed to just making sure Natsumi lives. That's the most important part for Polaris right now.
They saw if Exile could have. They can kill Force. Spirit Vessel's out. Force is not going to be taking it all. A quick and easy assassination out of Boom and now Jackie. He's going to be working with the Phantasm as well. They'll turn their attention all the way over to Natsumi. But they've got to be cautious because Lelouch can still turn this around, but it's not enough to potentially keep Natsumi alive. He just scurries back to the safety of the Tier 2 tower, so the Rolling Thunder will split the fight into half, enabling the Bristleback to retreat.
And make sure that he's not able to just charge the Illuminate blast.
Mid lane.
Free will.
They got the cookie stun. Tims can start. They're going to push him closer towards the reinforcements, and that's where FBZ can come into play. Xavier's will try and counter-initiate, but I don't think that's going to be enough to turn this fight back around. As he himself will TP out, the Hand of God just keeps Tims alive, so he has an opportunity to use the Mortimer Kisses.
See if it's enough. As Boom, again, just trying to push this game to its limits, just go incredibly quickly. Yopaj.
Oh, they're cooking it back in. Yopaj, Force Staff already being utilized. He's gonna try and juke through the tree line. Nice micro coming out of Scamp. The rock from afar will hold him into place long enough. And now they got the Exo from Force. They're gonna look to charge into the middle and clean up more members out of Boom. A toss on Force puts Natsumi directly on top of Jackie's location. He's playing with the ages of the Immortal, but they'll kill him the once and they'll kill him a second time after. There will be no escape coming out of the Chaos Knight. And this puts Polaris back into a position as they stem the momentum that Boom were building.
Yeah, the Chaos Knight, all those Phantasm Illusions become so much more burstable.
Lane Xaviers, they're looking to try and blow up Tims. Aurora just in the nick of time. Tims can reposition to the tier 2. And now they might even catch up to Xaviers as well. It's going to look to TP out. They have the Mud Golem, but it looks like the Rock Throw was already used prior. Bristle, Natsumi's on the front. They're going to try and cookie the creep on 4. They get a 4-second stun as well, and look at all the damage. Boom. Kill off Natsumi, no remorse, and no one was also nearby on Polaris.
Just to see how many, like, aura buffs they have at this stage, because it's a lot.
Natsumi, we saw how fast they were blow him up prior, but he does have some teammates playing behind him, though. The Mortimer Kiss is coming out, a great use of the Force Star, being able to reposition, and Lelouch is into the middle of the team fight as well, trying to disrupt as best as he can. Xavier's gonna have the combination as well.
Great rock.
Finally getting dropped as Force is gonna beeline into the middle, but Natsumi's still gonna be cautious. They're doing a good job to kite Jackie at the moment. The sustain's gonna come out from the hand and go.
So much
Jackie turns it around. Look at the sustain. The crit's coming out as well. They just don't have the damage. Jackie's not dead, and now they'll turn to AU on the high ground as well as Boom lose no one. Fatal Bonds might make this a little bit difficult. So prior in that team fight, it was able to deal with a lot of the Phantasm Illusions. Xaviers gonna look to try and get rid of Jackie. The Goos are starting to stack up here. Jackie's gonna try and pop the BKB, and he's facing directly towards the Chaos Knight's location. And now the Roar as well. Lelouch, he tried to help a fellow brother out, but the drive-by wasn't fast enough. 3 are gone, 2 without a buyback in their base. It's going to be gone by the time they respawn. They might just go tier 4 towers.
Yeah, they absolutely will. They've got the sustain, they've got the numbers, they've got the zoo, they've got everything that they need to be able to close out this game number 1. I mean, they're going to have to use this buyback onto the Bristleback, but I don't know how much you're going to be able to do. Looks like they'll just get the free kill. God damn, he melted really fast. And wow, that's the power of having a BKB versus not having a BKB. Alchemist, I was saying the Gyro before. Monkey King's not terrible. Decent 1-for-1 matchup against the Lifestealer.
You know, him stepping in, playing as the position 5, I have been impressed.
Force doing as well quite nicely.
Speaking of him, Micro down first blood, and he will indeed. Jackie's going to find it off the back of the Boundless Strike.
Tiny plus Enigma is an incredibly strong lane, but I suppose if there is any timings to be able to abuse that lane,
top lane, AU.
Level 1.
It's going to end up going down as well, so FBZ and Tim's already showcasing how strong of a lane this can be.
The fact that a lot of those big beefy heroes aren't exactly in the meta right now. You've got heroes like Enigma, you've got heroes like the Viper, who, speaking of which, we're going to go in again, and that sidekick is going to be plenty to make sure that Natsumi just takes another dirt nap. You're honestly feeling a little bit worried right now on the Lifestealer. He doesn't have the lowest cooldown on that rage, and it just means that they can run at you. Top side, I think he might be about to die again.
Looks like that's the case. Natsumi, one more right click, and FBZ finds it from downtown, and now AU as well. He should be killed off. Viper's just going to let Tims do the dirty work.
Starting to build up a few stacks, you know, enable the Lifestealer, sorry, the Pango, to look to accelerate the farm a little bit by going down that round.
Yeah, Lelouch, he's going to finish the charge up on the Rolling Thunder. FBZ is pretty far away from the tier 1 tower. They should be able to get the kill into the Viper, but meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, it does come at the cost of Force's life.
It really might be a little deep, though.
It really is. I have to imagine that was a toss from Xaviers to put Jackie this far out of the lane. And Lelouch feels the need to use the Rolling Thunder. Almost that tree dance was coming up. But Lelouch was just able to clip him with the ultimate.
To be able to know exactly what Natsumi is doing at all times, even Xavier's, means that that tower goes down, it's a net worth overall win towards
bottom lane, they're solo Black Hold. no respect coming up from Yopaj. Force has his capability with the Midnight Pulse leveled up. And meanwhile, top lane, boom. A couple of mistakes coming out from them. They're just playing solo. Skem started with bleeding his own life inside the jungle, and the rest of boom, they're gonna follow suit.
People like they're trying to. Hold on, another kill might be happening.
Jackie on the Xavier's gonna miss the boundless strike. He's gonna look for a straight up TP, but Tims is nearby to be able to stop that in. It's Jackson. Yopaj. That's a bit of a premature BKB, maybe expecting Force to jump in. Get some distance away. Are they gonna go for this? They're considering on the backline, but FBZ, hang on my guy, you can't be here. Days through the jump, but FBZ is going to be able to pop the BKB. He's still incredibly low, but Jackie's going to look to show up and offer some control. But once again, Polaris, they do an incredible job to be able to kite the Wukong's command. Now they're going to look to enter and try and catch out Jackie as well. The tree dance proving to be too much for them to handle. They'll turn to deal with the easier target. Can they get the toss? Can they get anything? Skem will TP out.
I wonder if they're even going to...
Xavius is charging in.
Xavius right now.
They're going to see FBZ. Can they be able to blow him up though? FBZ gets the BKB off. Tiny's still not the easy kill with the bonus health, but they're still going to bring him down nonetheless. It's an early use of the rage, which means that Lucian has to cover the retreat with the Rolling Thunder.
I don't think he needed that, man. They were out, and you still had the black hole if they were looking to dive in onto you.
Natsumi's got a basher now. They have the capability to blow him up if you're Skem. Let's see if they're going to have the damage. Jackie's playing on the tree line. Oh, Lelouch. Okay, man, for a second I thought he was going to try and see if anyone was there. They might have been able to catch him out. They got a pulse, they find him. I don't know how they had the read of Jackie being on the high ground, but he doesn't have a buyback.
All they need to do is play around this high ground. Is that watered by the Dire? No, it's actually a
Radiant charging up the high ground, but I don't know if you can win the fight because Natsumi, this B-line straight away to the back line.
BKB!
That's cancelled. Force, he didn't pop his BKB. That was his moment to shine, and now Yopaj will run him down, cut him in his tracks, but he's got no one else to play with. No one else is alive for Boom until Tims, off the back of the respawn, is going to try and give him some movement speed, but he too will be in trouble. And Natsumi can feast over onto the captain of Boom, and the life stealer proves to be too much of an issue through the team fight. FBZ showing the lane might actually catch Polaris off guard. They might be expecting FBZ to be in the smoke. Oh, look at Natsumi. He's just going to charge on forward. This life stealer, he doesn't give a damn about Boom entering inside his own domain. But Yopaj will be able to reposition. Finds the bash at the last second. Lelouch going to be able to cut off the retreat as well, blocking Skem inside the river. So Natsumi once again will kill off the captain.
They're basically having this timer ticking down in there, right?
Considering the roll up.
They know.
They might be able to scout him out. They get the jump to the interbound, the strike onto two. Force! What a black hole! He finds all three, and this time the BKB will be activated. So there's no way they can cancel that ultimate, and now Natsumi just charges into the middle. The buybackers are lacking on Boom, and soon the heroes too will be put into the grave as Polaris. What a team fight to now enter the high ground.
You eventually get to the stage where these heroes, if you don't have a capability of instantly bursting them 100 to 0 or even finding them, they're going to punish you.
Paj will get the BKB, but...
Ash?
Couple of actions, Paj. They get pretty lucky here. What? I don't know, toss back. Viper buyback as well. The Rage is on cooldown for another 5 seconds. He's going to look to invest into the Tiny. He'll find at the last second. This will give enough time for the Rage to come back up. And Boom, they're still playing without the Monkey King as well. Now Natsumi, he's angry. Pops out. Once again, goes straight towards the junkyard, killing off multiple heroes into Boom's lineup. Diebacks galore. Conquer down as well. And back to the towers they go.
You didn't even need to use the grave there. He was in position every single moment. They give him the Roche timer just to be able to put the foot down and say, we got this boy there.
Force.
The last ditch effort. 3v5.
Oh, jump in, Force.
Well, I don't know.
Great
Force
position
could
from
be
Jackie.
there.
A toss away. He's got the refresher and another round of the black hole to play with on Force. He's gonna pop the BKB a little bit prematurely. Trying to jump in, still gotta be cautious because it is inside the Wukong's command, but they caught both of them. Force again, the black hole, a tips deserved, and the game too, well deserved as well from their incredible performance as we have a 1-1 tie in the grand finals.
This faceless void. It's a really good draft so far by Polaris. I like it a lot. You just got a little bit lucky there, but Tim's with his rotation.
This is huge.
Yeah, this is the rotation I'm talking about.
A blink straight away. They might not even need the ultimate as well. The cookie's on the mark, and they'll have plenty of damage without the Sonic Wave. So that is a big find now.
Kunko, not super killable. What I was saying before with Tim's making that rotation, gave it. He's just stunned in the middle of the air next to the tower.
Lelouch?
The baits.
FBZ should know something's going on with him playing like this, and yeah, Lelouch is finally going to show himself. Great rotation. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, and there we go. That's what we were mentioning. Yopaj not using the Sonic Wave prior can go back top and find a second kill in a row. And what comes down to the ultimate of the spell casting. Lelouch is going to be able to charge in and run into Yopaj. They'll get the boat, but the damage coming in afterwards. The Chrono, I think he's on the left side. Yopaj, can he get out with the blink? He doesn't make it to the river. A Sonic Wave used just to push them back the arena as well. Yopaj is still alive. They couldn't kill the Queen of Pain. And now Lelouch, even Force is going to try and show up. Maybe the Razor can turn this fight back around, but Jackie, he'll Blade Fury into the middle. Yopaj once again will jump in, get the finishing blow, but Force still, he's got plenty of damage coming out of the ice.
No way.
Jackie makes it out too. No way, they just can't finish these kills. All of Boom just surviving on a slither of health. They are dancing in and out of fights perfectly. Force, he will just survive, I think. Don't do it,
Yopaj wants it. He wants it.
Oh no, he's dead now. He's dead now. All that for nothing.
Unless.
Last tower. They'll get him. Oh my lord, some cute plays from both sides.
A little bit of a different build with the Yulsep to provide a lot more value.
Might be able to run into the river with the scan connecting. That was the Radiant scan though. Xavier's is still going to face check the river. And FBZ no messing around, but Natsumi as well. Drops the corner, but the Sonic Wave will push him to the opposite side. But Lelouch enters the fight, drops the boat. They'll find both of them. They're going to look to buy back though. Boom feeling like they can turn this around with Jackie showing up. Force is going to be cautious. Xavier's going to try and give some distance, but they have the Mortimer Kisses to work with. The magic damage being pumped in from afar is enough to secure the kills, and now they'll turn to get rid of the Conqueror as well as Jackie. What a beautiful way for the Juggernaut to enter the fight. We see the carry making sure he's always involved in these early game team fights. You know, Boat on cooldown, BKB or Chrono on cooldown, they can't fight. For Dire, Kisses, Arena on cooldown, even Sonic Wave, they can't particularly fight. They've got their ultimates, so they're ready to go. Straight on over towards the Faceless Void, a quick 1-2 punch with the chain control, and Natsumi's down for the count. Almost up to his, and Skadi 2 completed. Look at the positioning, AU. Oh no, that's not the curse you're hoping for. You might be able to get the kill onto the Snapfire, drag him further inside the base, but they haven't even secured the kill onto Tim's.
Ooh. I don't want to say that AU's showing the... actually.
Xavier's? They can go for this. Chronosphere up to the northern side. Natsumi, he's able to catch up the Queen of Pain. Scam's going to try and play off the back of the Hand of God. It might be enough to keep Yopaj alive as the BKB, a blink up to the northern side. Now Natsumi's in trouble. FBZ is going to lay it down the arena and the Sonic Wave for good measure. As Natsumi's out, he's got a buyback, but Force is in trouble as well. As FBZ jumps back in, slams down the shield, and cuts away a second.
This is all just delaying right now, and it's not actually going to result in all that much. You don't want to use the buyback on this Faceless Void or the Razor.
FBZ.
Damage components. Ooh, okay, just dive a little bit too deep again.
They're being really hesitant to pop the BKBs. Xavier's going to jump in. Finally, the buybacks are coming out. Another buyback as well, but they're holding the buyback out of Force. With Natsumi jumping into the middle, they might be able to deal with the Mars. The Wraith Pack coming a little bit too late to protect him. They'll turn to Jackie next as well with a healing ward. Oh, the sustain just not enough. Natsumi's going to be able to deal with the healing ward. He doesn't get the right click.
Alright, AU dealt with it. Nicely done.
Natsumi still considering about moving forward, but he's got to be cautious. They want to back up Boom. They are not sticking around. They are happy with what they've gotten out of this. Multiple buybacks and some objectives claimed as well. Tims? Okay, they just get the X. They will also catch the Snapfire on the retreat.
Oh no. Yoink.
So that is a pretty decent position to take a fight. They actually even have an aggressive ward as well on the river, so they scout out FBZ's position.
They saw the smoke.
With the toss back. Let's see how much damage they can get out for the moment. Chen's being hesitant with the hand they got. They'll use it towards the end. Force is stealing away a lot of the damage onto FBZ to the left side as well. They've ran into Jackie. A Chronosphere is going to be able to fall off, but they should have the damage from Razor outside of the bubble. But Jackie gets the Omni Slash off. Yopaj is going to jump into the middle. They're just lacking some X factor to be able to take this to a game. As Natsumi's down and out of the count. They haven't even killed off FBZ just yet. Surely. They might not even get the finishing blow. As FBZ, it looked like he should be dead. They had him dead to rights.
The healing ward, I think he had a stick or an essence ring maybe as well for himself. And do you see what saved the jug there in that fight? It was what was just used. The E-Blade was being used mid-Chronosphere to make sure he was able to survive. Just that little bit of extra damage. That was all that was needed to be able to get off that Omni Slash, turn the team fight around. So, yeah, once again, Boom. You gotta ban the Chen against them. It's just way too strong. They're just going to zoo you down every single time.
I'm still incredibly happy with the Alchemist. I think this is a great pick. It deals very well with the Enigma in the lane.
I don't know. I don't feel like it's going to be enough. Sure. The slow isn't going to be significant.
Top lane, AU.
Come up.
Tim's, what's he got leveled up second? He's got the snowball to work with, so he's going to be able to dive under the tower. They'll even glyph the Creep Wave as well to make sure they aren't taking any extra damage. And now Tim's, he's got his level 3, so that extra point in the tag team now secures a double kill. He comes back in Alchemist full health. What do you know? Yeah, what do you know? I call tactical. No, don't die again though. Don't die again. This one's not tactical.
You're not killing anyone with a Tree and Protector and an Alchemist. This unstable.
He might go down. Yeah, he's gonna go down. Yopaj will rotate, so the puck feeling forced to be able to make. Oh, he didn't get the. He'll get the kill anyway. Just maybe taking a little bit longer.
At least turn it face and force. Come on. You just need to make sure that you're actually looking to connect and punish these heroes. Like, you need to connect through with the Keeper of the Light. Don't think you even need the Spirit Vessel on him.
They're even got a TP and Natsumi top lane as well. They've got the Chrono, the threat of the Sinner's Gaze. They clip him. Very nicely done. An ability we haven't really mentioned because the Lich has been out of meta for quite some time. Meanwhile as well, Xavius, he's able to cancel FBZ's TP.
More body blocks.
This is not going to be an easy person to bring down, but they're going to move on forward Xavius with the extra movement speed to allow Polaris to close the distance. They do have the Tree Protector nearby, but it's only really going to make Polaris more angry. They find another kill, and so the Lich is a hero that we haven't seen for quite some time, but it's something that is a bit awkward to play into if you are the puck, just because of the Sinister's Gaze is what that thought, force down bottom. Polaris are gonna have the numbers to be able to show up for this team fight. Force is playing with a mechanism as well, so that bonus health, he's gonna look to turn it back around, give some voice lines as well. As soon as the black hole is dropped, it just baited Boom. They weren't ready for the turnaround, and Skem, he's gonna drop as well.
So those little plays, right, juking into finally the trees had